Hey everyone, in this tutorial we are going to talk about materials, namely texture, normal, matte cap, displays. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I will link the playlist in the description and also the card shown at the top right corner of the video. So let us get started. To talk about these materials, we are going to use the bunny. So here it is. I will just enlarge it. So as you know, we can add a material by clicking on this plus icon. Every time the default material will be color, so we are going to change it to the texture. As you can see, when I click the texture, we have this kind of view. So what do these textures do? Textures are normally the flat images that can be applied to the 3D objects, and these will be the responsible for the models to be colorful and interesting instead of just like a normal color. So basically a 2D image can be applied to the 3D models. So we have a default images here. So if I select this texture, we can see that we have some patterns on the bunny, and if I click the texture icon, you can see that there are projection, wrapping, crop, scale and offset. The offset lets you change the position of the texture in the x and the y directions, and the scale lets you enlarge it or just make it small, and the crop option lets you crop the image. So you can see that after the texture image has ended, we can see that the materials below it applies. If I reduce the scale, you can see that we get the pattern here. Let me take a cube here so you can see a little bit better. I will just copy the material and paste it here. You can see that the texture image is only this much, and if I click on no crop, you can see that these are extending outwards. So if I increase the scale, you can see they are enlarging, and if I reset the offset, you can see that they are in the middle. We have clamp, repeat and mirror in wrapping mode. Let me change the offset here so we can see it much better, and also reduce the size. You can see that the clamp only applies to the texture and then it extends the image. If we keep it on the repeat, you can see that the texture is repeated. If we add a mirror, you can see that there is a line here and it will get repeated. So instead of just a seamless pattern, it will get repeated in x and y directions. So we have some projection types and currently we are using UV. If we change to planar, you can see that the texture is applying on single directions. Let me just keep it to clamp so you can see it more clearly. See that this is applying on the x-axis. If I switch it to y-axis, you can see the texture is moved to y-axis, and if I click the z-axis, you can see the texture has moved to z-axis, and you can change the size of the texture from here. And then we have a spherical. So this thing applies in a spherical form. If I take a sphere, enlarge it, just copy the material and paste the material here, you can see that this material is applying in a spherical form. You can see that the texture image is converging at the poles of the sphere, and if you change it to cylindrical, you can see that it's applying in a cylindrical form. If I take a cylinder, enlarge it a little bit, just copy the material and paste the material here, you can see that the image is applying in a cylindrical form. So this is how the texture material works. You can use the textures provided by Spline, or else just upload your own image and use it as a texture. Now coming to the normal. So if we apply the normal material, you can see that it is giving me this type of look. To explain the normal, we can just define it as a texture mapping technique used for faking the lightnings of bumps and dents. So if we click on the icon, you can see that we have directions as x, y and z. So if I remove all of them, you can see we don't get anything. If I click on the x, you can see we get a red lightning. If I put a y direction, you can see we get a green, and if I put the z, you get only a blue. So using this, we can see that in which direction the lightning is applying. So using normal, we can see how the lightning is applying even without the lights in the environment. So if I disable the lights and ambient light, you can still see how the lightning is applying to it. So if I take a sphere here, you can see that nothing is showing up here, as we have disabled the environment light and ambient light. Even if I change the light, you can see there is nothing here. If I give it a normal material, you can see we get this lightning. So the blue is z-axis, the red is x-axis, and the green is the y-axis. So if I just edit this thing using the extrude, you can see how the object looks even without lightning, and you can pretty much find out where there are bumps and any. If I just push it in here, you can see that there is a dent in here. So that is for the normal. Now to see what MatCap does. MatCap stands for material capture, and it is a complete material including the lightning and reflection. So you can add it to an object and not have any need for lightning and reflections, and it is mostly used in sculpting. So basically matcap can be said as the combination of texture and normal. As you can see, if I click the matcap icon, it gives the same textures as before, and you can also upload your own textures. We have different options too. You can see that I have this gold color, so we get a gold bunny, and we have a marble like white bunny. So you can also change the opacity in all the materials to how much it looks. Now coming to the displays, I will just enable these lightnings so you can see what it happens. This material helps in adding displacement to the object. It basically deforms the object. So for this I will take cube here. As you can see, we have a cube, and if I apply this material to this, you can see there are some deformation here. To actually make the object deform, you have to just add some subdivisions. You can see that the cube is now deformed a little bit. If I increase the value, it will deform even much. So we have a property which can be used to change how the deformation applies. If we want to use noise, we can apply noise, or else using map we can use the textures to apply the deformation, or else we can use the noise. So the noise has different parameters. These are some of the noise which can be used, and if we increase the scale to 100, you can see that the deformation is higher. And if we change the movement, you can change the position of the noise. We can also give it offsets on x, y and z axis. So this is how the displace material works. So this is how you can use the texture, normal, matcap and the displace materials. And even we can change the blending options to multiply, screen and overlay. So if you apply the multiply, you can see that it is getting darkened, and if you apply the screen, you can see that it is getting lightened. And if we apply the overlay, you can see that it is a combination of darkened and lightened version of the values. So you can use it on the textures too. If you hit multiply, all the whites will be combined with the color you have, and the blacks will be shown. If you apply the screen, you can see that the whites will be appearing and the blacks will be gone and merged with the color. And if we apply the overlay, you can see that black and white both mix with the base color, and it will give this look. You can also use it on the matcap. If you apply this, you can see that the golden color is mixed with the red color in a dark form. And if you apply screen, you can see that it is lightened and shiny. If you apply the overlay, you can see that both the values are combined and we get this form. The display set doesn't have any blend options because it deforms the object. So that is pretty much how these materials work. In the upcoming videos, we are going to talk about the rest of the materials. So that's it guys for today's tutorial. Hope you have enjoyed and understood what the materials does. And if you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel and video. And also comment down below if you have any questions or requests that can be made in the next video. Do hit the bell icon to get the notifications of the future videos, and also join the Spline Discord to get updates and a good community to chat with. See you next time. Bye.